Hello, everyone, and welcome to Morris Biden, episode 4. At the end of episode 3, I told you that Julie was going to contact our man with big news, and Pearl had just told Celia that our man's Facebook account had been hacked and had given her his email address. Celia hopped on chat and found this message from our man. "Hello, honey," and the photo that he'd used on Facebook. "How are you doing today? I know you must have been sleeping now, but please, I want us to chat here. I've solved the problem I have here. My Facebook has been hacked by hackers." "Oh dear," said Celia. "Yes, I saw something odd had happened on Facebook. I've just been chatting with Pearls, and she told me to look on chat. Do you think hackers are the same people that have stolen the box? I knew something was wrong. I did try to warn you. Julie has offered to help us. Could you message her on chat, please?" And she gave him Julie's email address. "Pearls thinks the phone number on the tracking receipt might be your company number. Elizabeth might call it this afternoon, UK time. If it's a company number, could you please tell them to answer and talk to her? Otherwise, we'll assume it's a fake number used by the hackers and thieves. Julie said she tried to send you a chat request, but couldn't find you on this email. Could you send her one, please?" It was at lunchtime UK time. I went out for the afternoon, came back, and there was still no reply from our man. Meanwhile, Julie had emailed him on this email address. I won't tell you what she said, because later that evening, Pearl messaged again. "Hello, Mum. Good evening." "Hello, Cecilia, I haven't heard from your dad." "Mum! He gave me an email of his company for you to write to him directly. You gave it to me earlier today. I was talking to him there, but he hasn't answered me." And so Pearls gave her another email address because Google had removed yet another fake account. "That isn't the one you gave me earlier," said Celia. "He said you should write him there directly." "Yes, that's the one he used when he's around the city." "Oh, okay. I'll try messaging him there. This one is the one he used when he is inside the sea. Just message him on Google Chat, Mum. How was your work today?" What if the person that you're talking to online asks you to talk to their child, and that child starts addressing you as Mum or Dad? Then you know you're talking to a scammer. It's an emotional blackmail trick that they use. And so Celia hopped back onto chat and put in that email address that Pearls had just given her, where magically, and as scammers often do, our man had changed his name to Jack Sayden Michael. "I guess something odd happened to your email," said Celia. "I've just been chatting with Pearls again, and she gave me this email. Do you think the hackers are the same people that have stolen the box? I knew something was wrong. I did try to warn you. Julie's offered to help us, so I've given her this email address." And she gave our man Julie's email address. "Pearls thinks the phone number on the tracking receipt might be your company number. Elizabeth might call it this afternoon, UK time. If it's a company number, could you please tell them to answer and talk to her?" And we said that because we were hoping that he would have read it the first time that I typed it, and that he might tell his mate, or whoever was on that phone, to actually speak to Elizabeth. Otherwise, we'll assume it's a fake number used by the hackers and thieves. And we know for certain now that you are the victim of a corrupt official, because Elizabeth, my sister, sent a message to the chat account associated with the email address that the hacker's corrupt official used. They answered her, then deleted their reply. If it was a genuine company email address for your company, they would have chatted with her to confirm their identity. And this is what happened when Elizabeth tried to message that email address on the tracking receipt. She said, "Is this Richard Gary?" And then, a few hours later, somebody answered. But they removed the message, so Elizabeth never knew what it was. "Honey, I really miss you so much. Hope you're having a good time today, honey." "Honey, please, the carrier are not what you think, okay, honey?" said our man, getting stuck back into that same rut. "Please help me out on this payment. I will refund the money to you as well, honey. I'll have to ask Julie and Elizabeth. Elizabeth did say I shouldn't send you money. Honey, please, if we don't proceed in time, the due payment will be increased. Please, honey. Haven't been myself all these days. Please, honey. Julie says she sent you an email." "Really, honey? I'll check it when I'm done with you, honey." "Julie just messaged me again. I simply don't have any savings that I can access instantly. I only have my salary. Dan and Julie handle all my savings and finances through Julie's bank. If you message Julie, she says she might be able to help you with the payments. Please, honey, tell her to proceed on the payment, okay, honey? I beg you with the name of God, please. She wants to talk to you, please. She sent you an email so you can add her on chat. Okay, honey, tell her to write me on Google Chat. She sent you an email. Why can't you add her on chat? It's you that wants the money. You could at least do a little work for it. Have right to her, honey. Have right to her, honey, on Google Chat. Okay, honey. Thanks. And so, not only had Julie sent her message to the first email address that had disappeared, and to his second email address, she worked out that our man was too thick to tell the difference between email and chat, and so she had to send it to him on chat as well. But she'd recorded it for you the first time she sent it, and here it is.
So Julie and Dan have some news for Celia and decided to email Morris. I did try to send a chat, but it just couldn't recognize the email address. So here we go. Hi, Morris. I hope you don't mind me emailing you. Celia gave me your address. Oh, it's Julie, by the way, LOL. Celia told me your Facebook was hacked, so I thought I'd email. Maybe send me a chat request? That would make things easier. Anyway, I'm rambling, LOL. I'm so excited. Dan and I have some news to share and we haven't told Celia yet. We're pregnant! First baby. The reason I'm telling you first is because Celia said you two had discussed marriage and buying a place. I know she was adamant about staying in Durham, but given the news, Dad and I agree that you coming to Australia would be amazing. Would you move for love? We would totally help you two find a place in Sydney to be near us and the baby, and I just know if you suggested it, Celia would love the idea. Anyway, send me a chat request, bracket. I tried, but I couldn't find you for some reason, so we can speak. Oh, and don't tell Mum yet. Dan and I want to do it together. I'm already looking at houses. I'm so excited. Waiting for your response. Cheers from Australia. Julie. So we shall see what Morris says about that.
And so, Celia handed the pleasure of talking to our man over to Julie. And I do have to read you just one or two of the things that Juliana has said to me on our own chat. One of them was, OMG, you are kidding about two people. This one is extra slow. And a little bit later, he is slow on the uptake. Jesus! I went out for the afternoon with a friend with a difficult task of drinking tea and eating cake, leaving Juliana, who was on holiday, with the equally difficult task of talking to our man.
Having lost his Facebook and his Gmail, this is the chat with Jack Sedan Michael, also known as Morris Biden, and Julie. Hello, Juliet. How are you doing today? My love, just informed me that you wrote to me on email. Hope you're doing well, Juliet. I said, hello, is this Morris Biden? Yes, Juliet. How are you doing today? I said, oh, the name threw me there. Did you read my email? It's my company email I use whenever I'm in the sea working, he said. Is this not your email? Not knowing the difference. I said, oh, is your company name Jack Sedan Michael? And I meant the email I sent to this address, not the chat. I sent you an email with some news. Yes, that's the company email I use to chat my director whenever I'm in the sea. And really? Referring to the news. I said, yes, I'll copy it into the chat so you can read it. Hold on. What is the contents of the email, Juliet? Okay. So I sent him the email, which you guys have already heard. I'm pregnant, having a baby. Okay, Juliet, just give me a little time to go through it, okay? I said, okay. Oh, that's fantastic. It's through. I really want to buy a house in England. I will be more grateful if this family really help me, okay, Juliet? I really appreciate you for your concern, Juliet. Thank you so much. To which I said, I think you'll find Celia will want to move to be with the baby once she finds out. You mean first baby? I said, yes, such a blessing. That will be nice, he said. I will also want to be with her, Juliet, referring to Celia moving to Australia. I said, of course you will. That's beautiful to hear. Blessing from God, referring to my first baby. Thank you, I said. Now Dad and I just have to figure out the best time to tell her. She's been distracted lately. I'm really excited to hear that. Really? To Celia being distracted. She sent me some weird email from some dodgy company about a shipment. I want to help her with whatever that is. Is something being sent to her? Do you know? What's the time difference? It's hard to catch her sometimes. I will love to discuss it with my love, Celia. Please, Juliet, did my love told you about my box? I'm really having a headache with the problem, Juliet. I said, box? No. Just that it might be something coming to her, and she was concerned about the company sending it and their legitimacy. Please help me to talk with my love, Celia. I said, that's a shame. Don't stress yourself too much around his headache. And what's the box, Morris? Tell me all about it. Please help me to talk to her. It's my balance for my contract I did last year, please. Have been waiting for the box for so long. I said, what's in it? The bank that the government delivered it to before to ship it, but my love didn't accept them. So I now write to the government to change the shipping carrier. Now she is not still agreed to pay the money for the shipment. My love is not still accepted the same other carrier they later give it to. Please help me to talk to her. I can't tell the government to change it again. Wow. I said, she's very good with spotting potential issues. I'm sure she has a good reason. Maybe she's concerned about it being delivered safely. What's in it? What's in the box? Yes, she has the heart to help, but she's doubting, says Morris. Please, the carrier are okay. Have you chat my daughter? What's in the box? I repeated. I don't know what's in it. To which he responds, have received the same box like this before, Juliet. I said, is it stocks, bonds, bearer bonds, doubloons? What exactly? The contents, Morris. What's the contents? It's gold and silver. Me and the government have an agreement to balance the payment for the contract with gold and silver, said Morris. I said, okay, I get it now. That's why Celia would be extra careful. She'll help anyone in trouble, but she needs to be 100% sure that the delivery company are legitimate. That's all. Which I'm in the dry land. I would have received it before now. Juliet, please help me, okay? I said, and you know all about the UK customs inspections and duty, don't you? To which he says, Juliet, it is illegitimate. I said, there's a duty that's due and special processes for what is considered valuables, especially gold and or jewels. Have received like this before, he said. Please help me, okay? Have not been myself since. Please help me to talk to her, okay? I said, if you're using that one that Celia emailed me about, you may have issues. I checked with my contacts with imports. We deal with diplomatic mail also. And it really is not looking safe. Someone from the shipping company will have to speak with Celia, me, or Elizabeth. And I'll try to help, but really, it's a shame you didn't use my bag to do it. We have ties in Dubai. Juliet, it's bank diplomatic delivery before, but my love didn't accept. That was the reason I asked the government to change the carrier shipping. But now I can't ask them to change it again. I said, okay, so now you're using another company. KK, got it. Celia will only be concerned about hijacking or thieves, that's all. And when your Facebook was hacked, she got really worried. Is the box actually labelled gold? My love would have told me that your bank used to deliver it. I said, she probably wasn't thinking straight. I told her before we'll proceed, Juliet. Please help me to talk with her, okay? I said, is the box actually labelled gold? I will appreciate you when I come over to England. I said, you know that's a huge risk from a customs perspective, right? Yes, of course, he said, to the box being labelled gold. I said, I'm in Australia, remember? We're trying to get Celia and you over here, LOL. That's so fantastic, Juliet, said my idiot. I said, yikes, that might be the issue, referring to it being labelled gold. I mean, you lost your Facebook, your email address. I think Celia has valid concerns. Did anyone contact her via phone from the shipping company? Have you informed my love, Celia? He said. Yes, referring to someone having called her. I said, that we want her here? Not yet, so don't tell her yet, okay? So someone rang her from the company. It was because I was crazy over this shipment, he said. I get it. I do, I said. Okay, when's it's the time, just let me know, okay? And good to me getting his issues. I said, someone will absolutely have to call either her or Elizabeth from the shipping company. Once you get them to do that, I can start the paperwork to release money. Please just help me out of this, okay? Okay, I will see how I can do about that, okay, he said, talking about getting someone to call. I said, of course I'll help. We're just concerned that so many things went wrong the same time. Your Facebook got hacked, the weird email from the first company, etc. Made Celia and the family think that maybe your gold might get stolen. That's all. But if possible, please do it for me, okay, he said. I said, listen, I'm feeling a little morning sick, so I'll need to hop into the shower and have some breakfast. The Facebook, I can retrieve it back, okay, he said. Okay, Juliet, you will be strong by God's grace, okay. I said, get someone from the company to call Elizabeth and then I'll get on the paperwork. Did Celia tell you that she has all her money tied up here at the bank? Dan and I made her a rich woman for her retirement, dangling that carrot. I can handle it all for Celia easily enough. Oh, really, he salivates. Thank you for making a good effort to her. Thank you so much, Juliet. I said, yes, there will be stamp duty, luxury tax, custom import fees, and the UK has a limit on how much gold can be brought into the country. And no worries, getting Celia some money isn't an issue. It's just some documents, invoices, and bada bing, I can release funds. It's the shipping company. But you work on getting someone to speak with Celia or Elizabeth, and I'll work down here on the customs. Shame you can't send it here to Australia. Our laws are easier due to being a gold mining country. Juliet, this is not my first time receiving such items, says Morris. I said, but you sent them to the States, correct? UK is different. Please, if impossible to call, please still stand by me with the payment. I said, Australia would be better, but we'll do what we can. And I'll speak with Celia. I really need to start getting ready for work. I'll be home about 4:30. It's 6:15 a.m. here. Maybe we can chat on the phone and sort this together. Don't worry. My chemical to proceed on the refinery still haven't realised in the Sea Patrol, but I know by on Friday everything will be fine with the chemical. To which I went apropos of nothing, I guess. We can chat and you can tell me all about the submarine and the chemicals and clouds, okay? I'm really interested in knowing you better, Morris, and I am. Have a nice day/evening, whatever, and I'll message you when I've told Mum about the baby and that I'll help her out. Yes, he says, I have discussed it with my love Celia. That we be when I'm arrived in England. I said, what's the time in Japan now? Where are you? Where is the submarine now? Please, Juliet, I need to rest my head. I have been at work all through today. I said, okay, Morris, rest up. I'll chat with Celia today. Dan and I want to tell her about the baby and I'll think about solutions to your little problem. And what's the time? I asked again. Please do and help me out in any way, okay? He said, okay, good. One is again, congratulations, bye, Juliet. I said, take care, Morris, exhausted at this point. Chat me when you wake up. Thank you so much. I said, you're welcome. And he vanished.
Hello, honey. How are you doing today? He said the following morning. Have you wake up from the bed? Thank you for this lovely day. I will always love you all the days of my life, because you are the sun that lights up my world. And he sent a heart. Good morning, said Celia a bit later. I didn't get a chance to message before I left for work. I was talking to Dan and Julie. They told me they're expecting their first baby. I'm going to be a grandma. I'm so excited. The baby's due in April, and the Epiphany term at work ends on the 21st of March. Such good timing. I'm thinking of resigning from work so we can move to Sydney. I'm sure I can find another job there. So we could go to Australia at the end of March and maybe buy a house in Sydney. Julie's a little unsure about that delivery company, so she'd like someone from there to speak to me or her, or Elizabeth. They can send me or Julie a chat request right here on Google Chat, so one of us can talk to him, or I can give them Elizabeth's US phone number that she uses for work. Yes, Juliet told me yesterday that they're expecting first baby soon. So excited also. We also discuss about the delivery carrier, and she also tells me that she's into a diplomatic delivery also. Then I explained everything to her, how we later changed that diplomatic delivery carrier to this company shipping, how you know it's not easy to tell them to call, because I have stressed the government officials that's in charge too much, honey. But I will try my best to email the government officials that is in charge of the department to inform the delivery company to email you back okay, honey. Honey, please, if possible. They didn't respond. Please let them get the package payment. Okay? This is not my first box I'm receiving. That is how they're doing it, honey. Okay? For the issues of relocating to Australia, we will plan it together when I come over. You know I said I wanted to buy a house in England before. Maybe we will just proceed on it by buying it in Australia, honey. What do you think about that? So that we can live there together and enjoy our life together there. Honey, you can easily write them directly that we'd be more better okay, honey, so that they can do what you ask them to do. Okay? I think that's a good idea, said Celia. Do you have their email address, please? Honey, check on the email they emailed to you before, honey. And of course, I'd forgotten that she'd got emails from them. Thought they emailed you before. Yes, they did. Sorry, I'm a bit flustered with Julie's news. I wasn't thinking properly. Okay, it's okay, honey. Everything will be okay. Just write them. Okay? Written to them, said Celia, and I'll read you that in a minute. Okay, good. How's your work going today, my love? I've just stopped for an early lunch, as I have to go to a meeting in one of the colleges for 1:30, she said, at just before 12:30. Okay, nice, honey. Are you already on your way to the meeting now, honey? What do you think, Einstein? Said Celia. It's fine, honey. Please, honey. Try and, honey. Please do. Proceed, so that they can start moving it. Okay, honey? I'm waiting for them to answer me, said Celia. Okay, honey. Thanks. What do you think about Juliet's discussion to finally relocate to Australia? I think it's a good idea. Oh, I'm so excited. I've always wanted to be a grandma. I love Sydney. I'd love to have a little old house there. You know, the old colonial style houses. Maybe we could buy one in Elizabeth Bay. Isn't that funny? That's the same name as my sister. It's not far from Dan and Julie, and we'd be near the sea. I always wanted to live near the sea. It's quite a drive from Durham to get to the seaside. If we moved to Elizabeth Bay, we could walk to the sea. I'm just so excited. I might look online to see how much houses there cost. I have to get my house in Durham valued so I can sell it. I don't know how much of my money Julie and Dan have. I know they've invested it for me. That's a good idea, honey. Me too, honey. I'm also excited to see the awaiting baby. That's nice, honey, he said in reply to her saying she'd like to be able to walk to the sea. Okay, try and check on the price online if you can do that, because I come over to England. That's good. We're going to join together on that process, honey. But the money to buy the house is not the problem, honey. It's just for us to access the house and proceed on the payment if we like it. I have to go now, said Celia. One of my colleagues is going to drive us to the meeting. I'll look at houses when I get home this evening. Honey, love, please take good care of yourself, okay, honey? Bye. And of course, Celia had emailed that shipping company. Hello, she said. First, may I know who I'm talking to? I've spoken to my family about Mr. Biden's parcel. We have a few concerns about the tracking information. I'd be grateful if someone could call me on Google Chat or call my daughter-in-law on chat. Her email stroke chat is... My daughter-in-law Julie is a bank manager in Sydney and she controls most of my finances. I'd be grateful if someone from your company would call on chat and speak to one of us so we can ensure that our concerns are unfounded. Thank you. Celia Warburton. The company, of course, replied. Hello, Celia. You're speaking to the customer representative from Safeguard Delivery Company. We understand that Mr. Biden is the sender of this parcel, which is registered in your name, Celia Warburton, as the receiver stroke owner of this parcel, worth 20 kilograms. What questions do you have concerning your tracking information? We will be willing to answer to our best knowledge, as our goal is keeping a good relationship without our customer and handling safe and swift deliveries of their parcels. Unfortunately, we do not accept calls, as it's against our policy, but you can always contact us via the support chat column on our website and have an assigned agent answer any of your questions regarding your parcel. Thank you. Safeguard Delivery. Unsurprisingly, Celia wasn't very impressed. Regrettably, she informed them, your reply only adds to our concerns. My name is misspelled, and no parcel is worth 20 kilograms. I'm not sure how you managed to keep a good relationship without our customer. I find it rather alarming that you're not interested in your customer. I also find it totally unbelievable that a major shipping company, capable of handling diplomatic parcels, cannot or will not talk to its customers to allay their concerns. This only serves to cause me more concern, and to further convince me that I'm not dealing with a legitimate international company, Celia Warburton. The company wrote back, helpfully informing Celia of things she already knew. Hello, customer. The correct name is spelled as Celia Warburton, and the parcel weight is 20 kilograms. You can check the info using tracking code. Thank you. Safeguard delivery. Celia was even less impressed. Thank you, she replied, for confirming what I already know, which is how to spell my own name, and that a parcel is not worth 20 kilograms. May I please speak with a senior named representative from your company? It seems I'm speaking to a rather cheeky office junior, which is not giving me confidence in your company. Celia Warburton. The cheeky office junior replied, Hello, Celia. Our representative is assigned to answer all your questions. We advise you check the info of your parcel using the tracking code to know everything concerning your delivery, for you to be able to proceed for payment. I'm sorry, replied Celia, but your refusal to assign me a named representative or to call me only confirms my belief that you are not a legitimate company. I will not be having any further dealings with you. Celia Warburton. The representative, of course, was upset. Here is the official email. If you want to talk to an assigned representative, contact support from the company website. Thank you. Safeguard delivery. And so, Celia did as instructed and contacted them through the website. She went to the website and filled in the contact form. Hello, she typed. I have just received emails from a very rude representative via your support email. I requested to speak to a named representative, and the reply I received was this. Here is the official email. If you want to talk to an assigned representative, contact support from the company website. This, she continued, does not give me confidence in your company's customer service and only adds to my increasing concerns that you are not a legitimate company. Unless someone calls either myself or my daughter-in-law on chat, so we can speak to a real, live, named person, I will not have any further dealings with your company. Celia Warburton. While Celia was filling in the form, random pop-ups kept appearing, telling her, amongst other things, that someone from Canada just received her goods, and this wonderful one, informing her that someone from USA just received her low gigs. Pearls contacted Celia. Hello, Mum. Good afternoon. How are you doing today, Mum? Hello, said Celia. I can't stop for a chat. I'm just having a quick coffee. I'll be home in 2 hours. OK, Mum. Hope you're having a good time today. Have you heard from my dad, Mum? And at this time, we hadn't heard from him, so I wondered whether his second fake email account had been removed by Google. Not since lunchtime, said Celia when she got home. Has something happened? You haven't told me about your medical studies. Which medical school do you attend? And what do you hope to do when you qualify? What happened, Mum? Hope everything's okay, said Pearls in reply to Celia saying, has something happened? I don't know. I'm asking you. I'm into surgery department. Oh, yes. The infamous surgery department, replied Celia. I'll assume nothing's happened to your dad. There's a space in a government hospital here in Texas my dad prepared for me. Yes, Mum. Oh, you aren't a mature enough adult to arrange your own internship. Thank you, Mum. I'm 22 years old. Yes, an adult who should be expected to arrange her own interviews and training courses. Yes, Mum. Anyway, I guess we've agreed that nothing has happened to your dad, so I'll probably hear from him again later. Just want to finish my education before anything in relationship. I have no idea what that means, said Celia. OK, Mum. What did you mean? I said I just want to finish my studies before I can attend to any relationship, but I have a fiancé. I don't see what the connection is to what I said. I said you're an adult who should be expected to arrange her own interviews and training courses. My fiancé wanted to proceed on my marriage, but I asked him to wait to finish my studies first. Oh, OK. I think that's sensible. Oh, yes, Mum. Thank you, Mum. How's Juliet? It's the middle of the night in Sydney, Cecilia. OK, Mum, how are you both going on the gold and silver? What do you mean? Asked Celia. I mean the box package. Have you and my dad done in receiving the box? Mum, please try and help my dad. OK, Mum? No, Cecilia. The sending company are rude, unhelpful, corrupt and fraudulent. The representative on their customer support email was unbelievably stupid. I won't have anything more to do with them. If you want to send your own money to criminals, please go ahead. But I'm surprised that an intelligent, educated medical student such as yourself insists on sending money to corrupt officials. Mum, please, for the sake of me and my dad. Are you unable to read? I said no. No. No, I will not send money to criminals. That is the end of the matter. It's OK, Mum. If you continue to whine, moan and attempt to bully me into sending money to criminals, I will block you. The choice is yours. Make it carefully. It's OK. Have you gone home, Mum? Yes, I'm at home. Where are you? Good. You're welcome, Mum. I'm in my fiancé place, but he's not around. This was about 11:30 in the morning in Texas on a Thursday morning. Why aren't you at school? Asked Celia. I'm having a short holiday. Don't be daft. You can't randomly take a short holiday in the middle of term at medical school. Are you showing your commitment to your studies by not turning up to class? That won't look good on your resume or help you pass your exams. Do you know how much hard work and commitment it takes to attend medical school? Or is that why your dad had to arrange a place for you? Because you simply aren't a dedicated enough student to attend classes and take exams? Mum, I'm working on it every time. Clearly you aren't. You should be in class, so I'll assume you're a lazy layabout and your dad has bribed someone. It's a human nature to know what is good and not, Mum. Ha ha ha, Mum. Good, bad and everything else are random chances of lifelong learningness, replied Celia sagely, apropos of nothing, just like her comment about it being human nature. Really funny, Mum. Not at all funny, young lady. You'd be well advised to up your game. Bribery by your dad will only get you so far in life. Anyway, I will accept you, Mum, because you come to the world first before me. I would like to hear more advice from you, to know more better, Mum. And then our man returned. And to find out what he said next, you're going to have to watch episode 5. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, you know what to do. Please like it. Please share it. Please comment down below. Please subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you again in Morris Biden, episode 5.